Hi planner people! I am so glad to be back with you again. I am in my Oh Hello planner, and if you didn't get a chance to check out this review, I'll link it up at the top. Today I'm working on my 2018 goals for this year, and I've decided to use the dotted grid section as my goal and project planning area. If you haven't yet planned out your 2018 goals, I welcome you to join me, grab a cup of coffee or tea, and let's get started. I have gone ahead and pre-printed and cut out some lettering, and I've used my Cricut to do this as well as 38-pound paper. Obviously, if you don't have a Cricut, you can always use stickers from Michael's or wherever you get your stickers from. I've also got a pre-cut Erin Condren quote. This is just one of the freebies that comes when you order from Erin Condren, and then I want to anchor this with some sort of paper clip. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to position this yet, so I'm going to place this on and play with it more a little bit later. Next up, I'm going to use hexagons. For some reason, hexagons really attract my eye. I love them as an anchoring point. So I've gone ahead and I have printed out some hexagons. A few are textured grained wood and then variations of teal and aquas. I'm going to place these at random on my page and kind of play around with them until I get the look I'm going for. Hexagons are in place, and I've added this gorgeous little girl that I printed off and cut out a few years ago. As for my actual goals, I've divided them up into 6 subjects, and then underneath I have the very specific goals that I would like to meet. Under my domestic goals, I have things that are very specific to homemaking and family. This is my physical goal section, and I have maintain a healthy weight, walk every day, get braces, have Mark get LASIK eye surgery. For creative, I have create a vision board for 2018, grow YouTube, Instagram, and devote 1 day a month to the website. Financial goals, I have create a maternity budget and stick to it, invest in RSPs, and budget and save for Christmas. Next up are spiritual goals, and I've already been doing this, but continue daily morning devotional, start a daily evening family devotional, and be more involved in church. For the first time in my professional career, I am just going to rest. I'm actually taking a year maternity leave, and I'm going to just take that opportunity to be with my family and really focus in on my personal and home goals. Now that I've gone through my goals, I'm just going ahead and placing them on top of the hexagons that are slightly larger than my actual goal hexagons, if you know what I mean, just so they give a kind of a shadow effect. I'm going to go ahead and place these on top and be with you in one moment. Everything looks good. I'm going to place this little girl on the side, and then I want to go in with a quote for this empty space. Here I have one of my Mambi sticker books. This is the Color Story, and it's by Create 365. I absolutely love this sticker set, and at the very back it has a bunch of quotes that are on see-through sticker paper. I love this middle one. It says get a little better every day. I also love this one, and on the next sheet I believe there's another quote. Oh yes, there is. I also love start each day with a grateful heart. I love that quote so much. I'm not too sure which one I'll end up using, so I'll just go ahead and set them aside and think about it until I'm ready to place one down. To adhere my paper to my planner, I'm going to use this Craft Bond all-purpose glue stick. It is acid-free. That's very important to make sure your glue stick is acid-free. I'm going to use this scrap piece of paper to use as a base for my gluing so I don't get glue all over the place. Ideally, this paper should be a different color so you can really see where your cutout is, but I don't have a colored scrap piece of paper, so this will have to do. This is not my favorite glue stick for this purpose, but it's all I have, so I'm going to just use it until it's done and used up. or until it dries out, whichever comes first. As far as 2018 goals go, this first page is my 2018 goal board. So it is the first thing I see when I turn the page to the dotted grid section, and it's just a jumping off point and a large overview as to what my goals are for this year. Obviously, there are goals within each major section, and for those goals, I'm hoping to use the next few pages of dotted grid to make more specific targets for each of those goals. For instance, for my Instagram and YouTube goals, in that section I would put YouTube movie ideas and maybe a schedule, and then maybe an Instagram schedule as well, and some Instagram photo ideas as well. I definitely want to be a lot more active on Instagram and YouTube than I have been in the past few months. It's definitely taken a toll on me becoming pregnant. I think I probably stopped creating videos around the same time I started getting morning sickness, and I really haven't been able to pick back up to my previous video and Instagram posting, but I really hope to get back in the grind of things and really focus on that this year and kind of just have fun with it. Again, YouTube is not my income or what I want to do for life, but it's just a fun hobby that I get to come and be creative and communicate with you guys who are all so creative yourself. I'm just blown away by your positivity and encouragement and creative thought as well. I always love reading your comments and your suggestions as well. If you do have any suggestions for future video content that you'd like to see on YouTube here, then let me know down below, because this is the time where I'm going to be making those lists and getting my thoughts and kind of scheduling process together. I obviously probably will have to take a break at the end of March, or no, end of February, beginning of March, because little Olivia Rose will be here and I will probably need some time to adjust with her and recoup and get back on my feet with things. But I do want to bounce back, and I do want to make sure I'm doing YouTube videos, because it is, like I said, a creative outlet and I just enjoy it so much. If you guys are interested in seeing my more specific pages that I create for my goals, such as my project planning for the baby nursery and other pages like that, let me know down below, because I really do enjoy putting together these types of videos where it's just grabbing materials and creating visual boards, project planning boards, and trackers and things like that. I'm gonna go in and glue down this goals cutout that I made, and this is actually quite delicate, and sometimes with glue sticks, if you are not gentle enough or slow enough, they can pull and tear your page, especially one so fine as this. So I'm going very slowly and just putting a very light coating of glue over the entire thing. A sticker would have been obviously a lot easier than this, but it wouldn't have looked exactly the way I wanted it to. The fashion girl that I'm using is just a girl that I found on Pinterest and I had pinned for such a long time. And then I think it was a couple years ago I finally printed her out on cardstock and used her for my 2017 vision board, and now I'm repurposing her, the same girl, and just sticking her in my 2018 goals. She's just so chic and put together, and I don't know, she just inspires me. I just love everything about her outfit and her hair and her little purse. Not to mention, it looks pretty good with the color combinations that I've chosen for 2018. I've gone ahead and added the start each day with a grateful heart quote, and now I'm going to be placing or anchoring my Erin Condren quote. And this is actually just one of her postcards that come as a freebie. I cut it down to size. "You are so much stronger than you think" is a perfect quote for me for 2018. Number one, I am going to be having a little baby girl. Will be my first child. And I'm sure I am not alone when I say I do have a little bit of self-doubt when it comes to questioning my abilities as a future mom, and will I be good at it? Will I know what she needs? And I know that everybody says, you know, your maternal instincts kick in and you're going to be just fine, but I do have a little bit of that self-doubt inside of me. And not to mention that, but I feel like every time I get the ball rolling on something, whether it's, you know, Instagram, physical activity, YouTube, anything, I feel like once I get going, I all of a sudden freeze and have this deep-seated self-doubt saying, you really can't do this, or you're not good enough. And I think this quote is going to help remind me that yes, I can, and I will be a great mom. I can and I will be creative. And if you guys are struggling with that same self-doubt, I encourage you to just go for it. Believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and go for it. Go and be the best thing that you can be. I'm liking how my quote is looking, so I'm going to go ahead and take a pencil and mark down the position where this quote is, so that when I place it down with the glue, it will be in the same spot that it is now. Popping on some glue on the very back of it, then slip it into position. I'm not going to bother gluing down my paper clip. I'm just going to leave it there, and it is tight enough that it should hold. If it does start to move around a lot, then I could take a little bit of hot glue from a hot glue gun and put a little dab on the back of one of the bars, but I think it will be okay. I feel like this bottom left corner needs a little pizzazz, so I'm going to add some washi tape and cut it into a flag. If you don't know how to do this, it's super easy. You just pinch the ends so that they are together. Then you take your scissors and snip horizontally. I'm going to repeat this with the darker, thinner washi tape just to give it a little bit of dimension. This is a cute little sticker from the same Mambi sticker book. It says Master Plan, and since this is my 2018 goal setting page, I think it's quite appropriate. Obviously, plans change. They are never 100%, but I do want to have this as a jumping off point for my future year. Over on the right side, I feel like it needs a little bit of pizzazz, so I'm going to grab these hearts and scatter them throughout this empty white space. Okay, I believe that is everything for my 2018 goals setting page. I really like how it turned out. It's simple, it's clean, and it really catches your eye, at least my eye. Let me know what are your 2018 goals down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I hope you guys have a great day, and bye for now.